So, you're a project manager, and the job is finally done. The paint is dry, the floors are sparkling, and your client seems happy. But what about the one thing that could ruin it all? The dust you can't even see. Today, we're going to break down the official professional standard for dealing with all that construction dust inside a home's HVAC system.
This is a critical question, right? Especially for anyone in the restoration industry. We all know that fine drywall dust and sawdust, well, it gets absolutely everywhere. And if you had to run the furnace in the winter or the AC in the summer during that project, chances are that dust got pulled right into the HVAC system. So, is cleaning the ducts just an optional upsell, or is it actually a required part of the professional standard of care?
To answer that, we're not going to guess. We're going straight to the industry's rulebook, the National Air Duct Cleaners Association, or NADCA. Their ACR standard isn't just a list of suggestions, it's recognized as the official standard of care. This is the document that separates the pros from the amateurs.
Okay, so let's get right to the heart of it. According to the standard, when is cleaning actually required? This isn't about what a homeowner thinks they see, it's about clear, official triggers.
The NADCA standard gives us a super clear checklist. It lists a bunch of conditions that require a cleaning, from poor performance to water damage. And look at that right there. It gives us our answer: contamination with construction particulate or debris. This means if a system has pulled in renovation dust, the standard of care has officially been triggered. It's not an opinion, it's right there in the rulebook.
All right, so the trigger has been pulled. But that doesn't mean you just jump in and start cleaning. Our professional process always starts with an assessment. So, how does the standard tell us to officially inspect the system and figure out what needs to be done? Here's the first step, and this is coming straight from Section 1.6 of the standard. It says any system involved in a remodel has to be inspected and verified as clean before the project is considered complete. The key words for any project manager are inspected and verified. You don't just assume it's clean, you have to prove it.
And just to put this into perspective, the standard also has a routine inspection schedule. Normally, for a home, you'd inspect the air handler every year and the ducts every couple of years. But a major renovation is a whole different ballgame. It totally overrides that routine schedule and demands its own specific post-project inspection.
Okay, so the inspection confirms it. There's a significant amount of construction debris in the ducts. What's next? Well, a professional cleaning is a precise, controlled process. It is so much more than just sticking a shop vac hose into a vent. Let's take a look at how it's actually done.
The cornerstone, the absolute foundation of any professional duct cleaning, is this concept called negative duct pressurization. So what does that even mean? Before any scrubbing starts, a powerful vacuum puts the entire system under suction. This is so important because it makes sure that every single particle of dust that gets knocked loose is pulled into the collection device, not blown back out into the beautifully clean home.
So it really boils down to this three-step process. First, you establish that negative pressure. Second, you use these specialized tools like high-speed brushes or compressed air whips to agitate and scrub the inside of the ducts. And third, that powerful vacuum system captures and collects every little thing that was just knocked loose. You contain it, you agitate it, you collect it. That's the professional method. Now, here's a really critical detail for protecting the project site. If the vacuum equipment has to exhaust air inside the home, the standard is crystal clear. It must use HEPA filtration. That means it's capturing 99.97% of even the absolute tiniest particles. This is a non-negotiable rule. It protects the indoor air quality of the space you just worked so hard to finish. This might just be the most important part for any project manager. The cleaning is done, great. But how do you actually sign off on it? How do you document for your client, or maybe for the insurance carrier, that the job was done correctly? The NADCA standard gives us a clear process for this too. So the standard gives us two ways to verify cleanliness. The first is a simple visual inspection. You look inside, is it free of loose debris? Hey, that's a good start. But for those jobs where you need definitive, measurable proof for the file, there's method 2, the NADCA vacuum test. This is the scientific, data-driven option. And here it is, the number that separates clean from not clean. The NADCA vacuum test actually collects any remaining dust from a small, specific area inside the duct and then weighs it. To officially pass, the amount of that debris cannot be more than 0.75 milligrams. That's it. This number just removes all the guesswork. It gives you a clear, measurable, pass-fail result you can put right in your project file. So on your next project, the question to ask isn't just are the ducts clean, but how can I prove they're clean? The NADCA standard makes it clear. There's a huge difference between a system that just looks clean and one that is verifiably, measurably clean. For your projects, for your clients, and for your professional reputation, which one are you going to choose?